Hello and a good day everyone. Today in this video, me and my teammates are going to explain to you some issues regarding going green. But before we start, what is going green? Well, you probably have heard the term going green before, but going green basically means adopting a lifestyle that contributes to environmental preservation by reducing, reusing, and recycling products. Going green is the idea of studying and adopting an environmentally conscious lifestyle that helps to protect the environment as well as the preservation and conservation of natural resources, ecosystem, and biodiversity. Going green provides various advantages in the household, the business, and the economy as a whole. People all throughout the world are attempting to find methods to go green, from avoiding the use of plastics to cultivating organic food. There is no question that if we make the globe more environmentally friendly, we could achieve significantly multiple benefits. Theoretically, going green isn't such a difficult thing. Doesn't that sound like a simple concept? Well, except if you really want to see it happen. The difficulty, or should we say issues, with pursuing such a goal stems from how we have lived and how life has evolved through the many years that humans have adopted the idea of coexistence and development. There's definitely a few reasons why it's not easy being green. The problems we face are so big: ocean acidification, massive extinction, climate change, freshwater shortages, and all that already seems too little too late for a lot of these things. Second, we have no idea where to start. Most of us were raised as consumers, spending a lot of time and energy thinking about purchasing stuff, even as kids. Opting out involves living a lifetime of thinking habits, learning new ones, and ultimately breaking the mainstream culture. Third, an individual actions will not make any difference. It will not save the planet. Our individual ability to improve a huge, widespread, complex problem is limited. Next, going green would be so much easier if we're only free, but in reality, every green IT project has a price tag. With budgets stretched to the limits, many organizations must weigh this green IT project against other potential investment. And lastly, it takes a certain amount of emotional space and headspace to care about something as abstract as the environment. Our lives are as hectic as it is with other concerns to have any room left to care about something that seems so far away. Therefore, my next fellow teammates are going to explain further about the problems regarding going green and maybe suggest what are the ways to overcome the issues that we face about going green. Thank you.
The first challenge is poor garbage disposal. Improper waste disposal is disposal of waste in a way that has negative consequences for the environment. Improper waste disposal has been identified as one of the main causes pollution and is becoming a growing concern for both government and environmentalists as it poses serious threats to health and environment. For instance, disease can be spread and can cause serious health epidemics in a population. One of the examples of poor garbage disposal management are landfill garbage disposal, which is a major source of pollution, and there are many negative issues associated with it. Technically, this method is cheap but very unsustainable to practice. Rubbish buried in landfill breaks down at a very slow rate and remains a problem for future generations. So why did garbage pile up in the first place? One of the main causes is ignorance among us. All of us often see plastics, bottles, and other garbage along the street, but what do? We only look away and do nothing about it, leaving them. Besides that, we are very familiar with the sound of garbage trucks and tractors almost every day, aren't we? Yet the garbage is still being treated poorly because of unsustainable way that has been practiced. So, how do we overcome this problem? With the amount of waste generated steadily increasing, of course, it is becoming more and more challenging for the government to monitor and manage waste disposal throughout the country. Therefore, it is the responsibility of citizens to not only carry out safe, eco-friendly waste disposal practice, but to encourage each other to do the same. Generally, recycling is a more sustainable solution for the long term, and energy conservation are also a great ways to eliminate improper waste disposal and keep the environment safe. Besides that, it is a good choice to be a minimalist in life. Minimalist is a person who advocates or practice minimalism. By practicing minimalism, it is easier to consume fewer products and as a result produce less waste.
Hi, my name is Jisoo and I'm going to present the issue of going green. Lack of environmental awareness is a lack of fun of being the problem in our environment, such as loss of biodiversity, pollution, global warming, etc. These issues can cause health problems such as loss of medicine or drugs that can cure certain diseases, health complications, or even death. Although this is a global issue, environmental awareness can begin within a city or even a neighborhood. People tend to go with their daily lives and not become aware of their surroundings decades ago. Many people may not truly realize the magnitude of the problems because they have not directly witnessed its effect. It can be difficult to connect the biodiversity loss with the somewhat removed problems that it causes. As such, some people are unaware of the full implication of the situation. Others feel that biological problems in nature are not man-made, but that they are merely a part of a natural timeline and will correct themselves. In order to raise public's environmental awareness, we must first start from the younger generation. Schools must lead the conversation of environmental awareness that should be a part of the curriculum in all schools. That will encourage young people to engage in their environment to protect it and can help communities become more environmentally aware. Most people remember things that people did more than what they said. Teaching children what it means to be environmentally aware is important, but it will have a more lasting impact if teachers can be led by example. Not only that, but the government or other NGOs, especially environment organizations around the world, must also take part to improve public's environmental awareness. For instance, by having some environmental campaigns like Earth Rise, the Great Global Cleanup, Earth Challenge 2020, Footprints for the Future, and many more. By increasing the community's environmental awareness, it can directly reduce air pollution and environmental toxins that could affect our body's immune system, that fight infections, and that could expose us to disease and fatal illnesses. Besides that, it also helps to decrease the number of pollutants released to the environment. If we opt for a green mode of transportation or eco-friendly vehicles, it could significantly decrease the number of pollutants released to the environment. Thank you.